Hi all, this is Daisycakes. I have my wrinkle patches on. But I just wanted you to know, I was cleaning my apartment and I found the weirdest thing. It makes no sense. So I walked over here to this, I'm sure you've seen it on the videos, the laundry hampers, but they're all empty. Which is fine. I mean, they were empty before, but they were literally wedged between my dining room table, which is right here, and this table, which is my desk table, which I'm still cleaning up after the ransacking. And I was kind of afraid to clean up because there's just been so much of it. But this cat carrier, which I soak in water all the time and is very clean, this one, was wedged. I mean, like, I could not move my table because it was, like, wedged solidly against the wall. So bizarre. Now, there used to be some scary people living next door that would use, like, a flare gun or something in their house, or a starter pistol, or God knows what. And so I was kind of staying away from this wall for a little while. But I never, like, it's like somebody was trying to kind of barricade those people in. I don't know. But I kept finding these videos of the stalker in my apartment when he attacked me. The makeup video time. And he's just sitting, he moved me. I'm laying on this table right here, which I'm still cleaning off. And he moved me to the side and started filming himself with Norbert on his lap. And then he finished the rest of the weird video in his apartment, his own apartment that looks like my apartment. And it seems like someone's brought stuff back. Remember when I said they brought in some extra trash, which they definitely did? They brought in my stuff, my things I've been looking for, which should be in one place. I always keep everything put neatly underneath. Because see, okay, so I got afraid because the guy was hiding under my table for the attack, right? We have video of him doing that, coming out from underneath the table and having sex with the guy in this apartment while I was unconscious. And you can see my feet in the video. So then, so I didn't want to use the table anymore, but I really need the table. I like to have an L-shaped workstation. So I put a bunch of stuff underneath it, right? And then I got these plastic drawers that were supposed to go straight up and down. I got 3 of them, but they didn't fit. So I had to lay them on their side to go underneath there to kind of cover that space. So it would be like, because it's big enough for a person to lay under. It's 5 feet long. So it seems to be that, okay, but before I had that under there, I had a crate with a bunch of boxes in it that I had used to buy, my microphones and stuff. And the boxes that they came in, because I always save the boxes for like 4 years or so after I buy something. So I had underneath there full of, like, not full, but there was like a crate of boxes and a crate of, like a, file crate full of like things I didn't use, like my extra router and my microphone holder, the one that like clips onto the edge of the desk and holds things, and my tablet holder, and a few other things, extra notebooks, pens and pencils, stuff like that. And when I got the drawers, the crates had been stolen. So I put all of the drawers underneath there on their sides, right? But when I was cleaning today, the crates are back with all their stuff. It's like the weirdest thing. I mean, these guys are men that identify as women, right? But it's just putting the stuff back. It just seems like such a odd thing to do. And attacking me seems like such a masculine thing to do. It's just kind of, it's confusing. Some of these people still live here, and you don't know if you should be scared or not, but some of them have left. Anyway, I just wanted to leave that here because I was cleaning. Here, I can show you this stuff, just for documentation. Excuse the fire alarm. That's my next project, is to get up there and try to change the battery, even though I always do change the battery. I have rechargeable batteries, and they come in and they used to switch the old kind of batteries out if someone moved in, which obviously people have been moving in because it's the beginning of the month. So that's possible, but probably this one is just done. I need to change it out. Okay, here. You might see some cobwebs, I'm not sure. So under here are the drawers. Do you see them? Here. Okay. Here are the plastic drawers. I have 2 of these under here so that someone can't fit behind them, right? Although it's still possible. This is such a big, well, no, not really. If I push it against the wall, it kind of keeps someone from being able to hide totally underneath there. Okay, so then here are the crates with the boxes all of a sudden back, which is weird. And I'm sorry, I don't usually have that much upspeak, but where's the other one? Oh my goodness. I don't see it. There is a, here's the plastic holder for the tablet that suddenly reappeared under my desk. And you can tell it's like not that dusty. I got it in April. And here is the modem, looking brand new, which I could switch out for the other modem. But this one has the same malware that C installs, because anytime anyone gets anything new, he comes in and puts that on there. But I can still switch it out to see if it works better. Because the one I have is kind of rickety now, because people keep coming in and trying to break this. If you take these little legs off of the modem, it broadcasts, without limits to the outside as far as it can. And so since I keep it on 20 megahertz, they always come in and try to twist these off. And so this one has all 4 I might use it instead. I know that's probably not interesting to you, but to me it's like Christmas on a very difficult day, because it just seems like there's been more hijinks afoot. But when What's-His-Face left, it's possible that he took with him some stuff. So I'm trying to go through it right now. But there's also more stuff back from the people that moved out, which is really weird. Because I have a good eye for like layers of things. And so I know if I take all the trash bags out, which hopefully I can do soon, that guy will come get them. But if I take all the trash bags out, which I'm still looking for someone if you want to usurp him and do it instead, which would be sad because he's a good guy. But I'll give you $60 for 15 bags of trash. So, if you, or 20 bags of trash now, I guess. But if you come and it's just paper and plastic, nothing big. If you come and let me know at kew424551@gmail.com. But anyway, so that's one layer, right? But if you lift that layer up, then the only thing I have left is, oddly enough, the stuff I bought after my mom died. And that's all back. But the stuff I had before that does still seem to be missing, which is so weird. That guy is obsessed with recreating environments, and so he wants to he wants the old stuff. He wants, because remember I told you I had things that my daughters and I would wear that we would trade back and forth. So clothes of mine that they would wear, they have their clothes of theirs that I would wear, right? And he took some of them. In fact, I think me saying that and starting this channel. I think if you don't, do you remember one of the very first videos I made before I was attacked? Well, maybe it was a rough draft, but it was me talking about how the only clothes I have left are clothes that my daughters and I shared, like, because it's a long story, but I'll go into it sometime. Because that guy, when I moved, he wanted all my clothes and my daughter's clothes, and they took most of theirs with them, and most of my clothes, like my exercise clothes and stuff. And they took a lot of my day clothes because we all wore the same size back then. We're all, we all still do probably, but we're a lot different figured now. But it's just so weird. So basically, he left me, and someone tried to pull the quilt off the top of the bed. I woke up and it was on the floor, and that never happens. A cat can't do that, really. That was strange. But anyway, the point is that this guy is obsessed with my clothes, which is weird because in this day and age, you can order Amazon shoes that are a size 13 without too much trouble. And you can ask if they come in a plain box. And you can order women's clothes for like $5 on Amazon. And you can ask if they come in a plain box. So, I mean, if you're I hate to label him, but if you're someone that's a cross-dresser, life's better for you now than it ever has been. And this is crazy. Because he wants my clothes specifically. And I'm not hating. It's just because he ran in and dumped everything. I have a whole nother level of ransacking to clean up. And it's really upsetting. And today's the day I have to pay the rent, so I have to go to the bank and stuff. But I just wanted to let you know the update that look, well, I don't know if you can see, but all of that was empty space the whole time. Or at least at some point. At least at some point it got switched out for, at least at some point it got switched out for empty things. The things that were full. But they were just full of, like, fluff. They were full of sheets and towels and like, not towels, but sheets and, the blanket, which is all over the floor, under the footstool. That footstool is kind of turning out to be a mess because someone can hide under it, and it also hides a bunch of stuff under it. So every time I think I've found everything, I lift up the footstool and there's like a whole nother treasure trove. Oh, and he took all my jewelry that I bought after my mom died too. Because I had these gold, they're fake. I mean, everything I bought is less than $15. I'm just a really good shopper, and everything I buy looks kind of more expensive sometimes, but I don't mind cheap jewelry either. And so they took cheap jewelry just because it was mine. And they're not even my main stalkers. That's the crazy thing. My main stalker is C and his family. And I also remember that years ago in 2000, when we got our brand new car, C's daughter hit my car. I totally had forgotten that. Because I was in the pickup line at school. And it's a long, I was actually doing the right thing that time. I was in the like the pickup line that you park in when you're getting your kids from school yourself with your feet. You know, you're walking in and getting your kids and coming back and sitting in your car. Well, I had done that. And she was trying to leave, so she pushed past me. And they do seem to be related. It's really strange. And I remember that there were 2 teachers at my old school with his last name. But I'm not stalking him. And I didn't have, one of them had a little trouble, but ended up real good. And I didn't have anything to do with her troubles. So I don't know. Let me show you what I'm wearing right now. Here. And then I'll turn this off because I need to get back to cleaning, obviously. I feel like the fire alarm's turning into kind of a drill sergeant type thing, but it's not. It's just a coincidence, I guess. But these bloom body wrinkle patches, I found those on the floor too. And I have some, and don't put them, I put mine in the freezer and they got a little ruined because of course they're sticky. And the freezer kept defrosting and so it ruined the patches. But I had a whole nother package because the guy took them. I don't know why he took them, but then he put them right back. But see, that's what I was trying to tell you. Is it more than one person was stalking me? And they stalked me in a different way. So C and M and S tend to take things and bring them back. They take whole laundry hampers full of things and then they bring them back, which is evidently what happened here. Or someone found them in their stuff and brought them back. I'm not sure. And the male neighbors that live to the right and across the street, they vandalize things. And they steal women's stuff. And then if it doesn't work for them, they bring it back. I remember they're 18 years, they're 15 years younger than me. I know I don't look my age, but still, I mean, and it's not about beauty. You know, this is about control. That's all this is about. It's not about attraction. It's not about affection. It's about abuse and control of me. And they, possibly on behalf of someone else, but I haven't figured that out yet. But still, they are trying to abuse and control me. And, so anyway, they steal my stuff in sort of an impotent attempt to imitate me. And every time I say that on my channel, they send me pictures of their erect penises and stuff. I really don't need to see that. It's so funny. But which is also abusive, you know. But you know, you get kind of used to a certain level of nuttiness after you live around nutty people for a while, and it's like whatever. I have so many videos of them masturbating, of them flashing me, of all of these things, and I haven't shown them to you because I don't want, even if you think I'm lying, I don't want to give you that experience. You know, that would be passing on. It's like secondary, I don't know what they call it. It's like abuse by proxy to make you watch what I go through, which is really upsetting because I know it seems like I'm faking, but I'm not faking, y'all. Until I'd only had sex with very few people, and I'm a very modest person. And so, I mean, I've seen penises before, but only the ones I chose to. And so it's been really upsetting. Because for a while there, in October, after I renewed my lease, immediately after renewing my lease, I got attacked on the 29th of September. And I renewed my lease on September, 10th or so. So immediately I got attacked on those days I told you about that they were important to them. And almost every day since then, they've tried to send me a video of an abortion or some sort of sex. And it's not them having sex with someone else. It's them masturbating to the window for some reason. To my window sometimes, and to their own window sometimes. And it's really upsetting. And there's a girl in a lot of the videos that's participating, but I don't know if she's participating voluntarily or not. And they're here. They're here in this place. Or at least they seem to be in a similar place. I think they're here, though. And not all of them moved out, I don't think. So, you know, just understand that this isn't funny. It's it's real. And every time I clean something and I find it back where it was before, it's like they're saying, you know, we want you to think that you're stupid. We want you to think that you're wrong. And I know I'm not wrong, you know. Someone wedged that stuff in there on purpose to sort of close up my apartment. They move everything away from the wall like a foot to try to close up the space, make it smaller. They don't want me to enjoy my lease is part of it. But I don't know who that is. And now one of them had to move out. But I don't know why that was either. I'm not sure what the story is there. It could have been a good move up for him or some sort of promotion, I hope, because otherwise he might take it out on me, and that scares me. But I mean, there's already been some retaliation. There's some money missing out of my bank account. There's all kinds of things going on right now. But all will be okay because the program says that everything will be okay, so I trust it. And so far, it always has been. That's why I don't have as many wrinkles as I should, is because I just deal with things. I don't emotionally react to things because it doesn't do any good to get emotional about stuff. There's money. I might have to get a loan, but there's money. So it'll be okay. But don't worry about it. And if you have any advice, if you've ever been through anything like this, where people send you obscene videos all of the time, or